welcome back to the Holistic Speaker Training. I'm so glad you've stuck with us till video number 16, or number 6 in the second set of 10 videos. And in this video you're going to learn the most important 10% of your talk. Now this is part of the series in which we're discussing the questions that you might not ask that you should be asking. So instead of really memorizing your whole talk and spending time making sure your whole talk is perfect, there's 10% of what you're going to say that's going to be the most essential, the most consequential aspect of your talk. Now we outlined this in video number 3, so go back and review video number 3 to get the outline, because it's really good. I mean, that outline will serve you for the rest of your life. But in that outline, in the very beginning, the first 5%, this is the first word that you speak, the first gestures that you make. You want to rehearse that first even 1% of your talk and just get it tight so that when you begin, you've captured the audience. You know exactly what you're going to say. It's eloquent, it's concise, it's precise, it's powerful, it's potent. You have presence, because you're going to have all that nervousness coming up. You're going to walk up on stage and all that energy is going to rise. You want to have it memorized and rehearsed so it's just clear and clean. That's going to help bring people in. And then your overview and your first exchange, your first dyad, your first turn to your partner and share with them what brought you to this event, what brought you to this talk. That first 5%, little story at the beginning, the overview of the event, and the first share. Practice that, make sure you have that really well dialed in. The second most important part of the 10% of your talk is the final 5%. And this is what we would typically call the close, or the enrollment portion. This is where you're actually actively getting clients. Now here's the secret. During this 5%, you want to give people a little foreshadowing of what's going to happen here. And one way to do that is to say, in your overview, in this talk you're going to learn A, B, and C. And near the end, I'll let you know more about what it's like to work with me. And you'll find out about my specialty program or my products and services. So that when you come back to this, you say, and as I promised at the beginning, you're going to now hear a little bit about my products and services or my specialty program, etc. And you've rehearsed that and you deliver it. So often we skip this portion, and I have for years, and it's still kind of uncomfortable for me because primarily I'm a teacher and I'm wired to teach. And I'm not that interested necessarily in the sales portion of the talk. I want to teach and share. However, I am interested in having a business. I am interested in sending my kids to private school. I'm interested in organic food. I like having a house. All these things are important to me. So this is where my business gets built. This is where your business gets built. The final 5% in which you're going to share with people what you do and invite them in by describing it. Here's what it looks like to work with me. Here are the steps that you would take. You would come in for an initial consultation. You describe for people the process, make it crystal clear, take out any mystery, and go step by step in what the process of working with you would look like. At this point, you're also reviewing, recapping. It's going to be pretty easy because you're repeating what you've set up here. If you go back to video 3, you'll see that. And then the conclusion. And the conclusion needs to be tight, concise, kind of a mirror of what you did at the very beginning. The last couple minutes just close with a powerful story or a call to action that's been rehearsed, and you can articulate it really well, and you can put energy into it and enthusiasm. And there's no just trickling off and trailing, and I guess we'll end. That it ends strong. And now go out and book talks and become the best version of yourself. Something powerful like this. Stay tuned for video number 17, the 7th video of our second part of this 10 video series. in which we're going to discuss and you're going to learn the most overlooked mistake that speakers make when building a practice or developing their professional speaking. This is going to be so good. The most overlooked mistake that people make. Look forward to being with you then.